What's up guys, it's your boy Zaxx here, and in today's video I'm going to have a Black Ops 3 gameplay in the background. It was on the map, I believe it's called Fringe. I was using the CUDA. I took this from the theater mode, so if it looks kind of weird from time to time, I think it's because it's not perfect yet. Because sometimes it's like a bit delayed, like the spectator lag in Search and Destroy. But in today's video I'm going to be talking about the top 5 players I predict to be the best on Black Ops 3 Call of Duty eSports wise. So let's kick it straight off. I'm gonna say that oh yes, one thing I have to say, these 5 players, I could not even put them in a certain order. I'm just saying the 5 best players, the 5 players I think will be the best on Black Ops 3, not 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, because that would just be too complicated, and I just don't know really. It's too early to really say that right now. I think it's even a bit too early to try and predict my top 5 players, but I'm gonna do it because I wanna maybe look smart at the end of the year and say, yeah, I told you he'd be good. So to kick it off straight away, I'm gonna include Optic Scump in the top 5 players. He's been consistent in Ghosts, in Advanced Warfare. And I think he will be back on top in Black Ops 3. He's really enjoying the game, and on these last 2 games he's been the player that did actually grind the game the most, because some of the players don't actually play when they don't really have to. Scump just plays all the time. He probably plays the most in all the pros really, and I think that's partly a reason of why he's considered to be one of the best on Call of Duty. So that's one of our top 5 spots, and then we're going to go to Clayster. I think he will be the best AR in the game. I don't think Formal will be far away though. Really good player Formal as well, but I just think that Clayster, if that MA is good to use, and if he just find that really anchor role he had on Black Ops 2 on Complexity, I think he could do really well. I'm expecting him to dominate the competition, be FaZe's best player this year by a margin, because Clay's MA on Black Ops 2 was perfect. He took the spawns when you needed to, he dropped the kills, he did everything basically for your team to win. So I think Black Ops 3, he'll be back. I think he'll be as good as Black Ops 2 basically. And so that's 2 of our top 5 spots now, and now it's kind of the tricky part, because when you think about it, I had my top 5 before starting the video, and then I said, oh yeah, but that means he's not in it, and that you're like, no, he should be in it. But it's really hard to make this top 5 right now, because there's so many good players right now, especially with a couple of young guys breaking out in Advanced Warfare. But the next player I'm going to say will be really good on Black Ops 3 is going to be Crimsix. Crimsix, he can do it all basically. If you need an objective player, he'll run the objective. If you need some kills, he'll kill. And we all know him. His nickname is bloody Crimbot. If that doesn't mean something, I don't know on what planet I live, because basically he can be a robot when he wants to, and he's so concentrated when he plays. His communication is really good as well. That's a underrated fact in esports, especially by the fans. I think the players kind of form teams, and they do take account of communication of the player, if he does call out a lot or not. But I think the fans don't really realise how important that can be sometimes, if you're just with someone who gets emotional and doesn't call out anymore in the game because he's doing bad or something like that. That's really important. That can be the difference between you winning and you losing. And Crimsix, he's got that mentality. He's not satisfied with second place. He just wants to win. And I think that that's why I think he will be good again this year. I think he's been really consistent all these years right now. I've only started watching since Black Ops 2, but he's been wrecking since then. And so that's 3 of our top 3, actually. Yeah, 3. We've got Scump, Clayster, Crimsix, and those two first players, I was really sure I wanted them in, and now the other 3 is a bit like, that means you don't have him. It's really it's really like, it brain fucks you basically. It's really bad. Like, I'm really hesitating still right now. Basically, I'm trying to plan the 2 next players, but I'm not quite sure right now. But I'm gonna go and say that who is he? I'm gonna go and say that Zuma will be good again, because people have called him a ghoster, people have called him a jetpacker. I just think he's a good player, plain and simple. Just people have to stop saying that he's only good at a certain game. When you're already good 2 games in a row, you'll be good at the next COD. It is the same series of a game. It's not like a completely different game. It's still COD, and Zuma's pretty good at COD right now. And he's so aggressive, and on the hard points, that can be really nice. His movement sometimes on the AW was insane, but I expect him to fully master the thrust movement as well. So yeah, I think Zuma will be pretty good right now in the game. And yeah, I believe he will be a top 5 player. I hope the phase roster stays together throughout the majority of the year. I hope that Optic does do the same thing, because I don't know, those 2 teams really match up well. It's a really iconic matchup, FaZe and Optic in in eSports, in COD eSports basically, and it's probably the biggest match. Some people say that the Optic NV matches are always really big, but I think that kind of died down this year, because NVS had never did very well on Advanced Warfare. Basically, I don't know what their best placement was, but wasn't too good. Did you see that turn right there? That kid got absolutely wrecked. I don't know how he didn't kill me, but I'm okay with it. So that's 4 of our 5 places right now, and the last player I'm going to include in this top 5 is actually going to be Karma. His movement on the beta was pretty good, but I haven't got much to say to that. He's the only one who's won 2 COD championships, consistent player. People hate on him too much. They put all the slack of Optic Gaming on him when they lose, but I think he's managing that pretty well, so shout out to him. But that's basically our top 5 players. So we've got Scump, Clayster, Crimsix, Zuma, and Karma. But some players that I did think about putting in were Hook, because Hook was insane on Advanced Warfare. I did think about Aches. I did think about TP a little bit. I think he might be back to his best in this game. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy the gameplay. Tell me down below. If you want better gameplay, subscribe for more videos. Comment feedback so I can make these videos better for you guys, because sometimes I get dislikes but I don't know how to make the video better. So I'll see you next time, guys. It was Zaxx. Peace.